This is the first tutorial for the VEX mission disk mover. In this mission, we will look at the use of repeated code, loops, and some sensing conditions in order to be able to accomplish our goal of harvesting and returning all of these disks. So in this tutorial, we're just planning on sketching this out. What is it we want to do so we can get an idea? And just like before, I'm going to use any one of my line tools. Okay, I like to use the arrow tool. So I'll go in here, starting from my first position. I want to go out, get the first disk, and then I want to come back with it and drop it off. After that, I want to go out, get the second disk, come back with it, and drop it off. Lastly, go out, get the third disk, and I'm going to come back with it and drop it off. After that, I just want to turn, drive to the right, and do it all over again. So here's a really interesting thing. The same way that I can grab hold of each of these. So I'm just holding down my shift key as I click on each of these. All right. I can copy with my control C, and then I can paste, control V. So now what am I doing? I'm moving all that code over. Why? Because I want to do it all over again for the red disks. All right, and then I can copy and paste again and move it all the way over for the green disks. Okay, now why am I doing this? Why is it so important? Well, I can do the same thing with my coding, right? So the same way I'm copying and pasting operations here, I can copy and paste segments of code, or I can loop them, okay? Now, things I need to worry about. Well, take a look. If I follow this code that I've done for blue through to the end 3 times, 1, 2, 3, okay, if it includes this, then on the third time, I'm going to end up driving into the wall. So I'm going to have to do something special to keep it from driving into the wall. One of the things I can do, and I'll show you when we code this, is I can set it up so that it senses how far away it is from the wall and determines whether or not it wants to continue driving or stop. So if I'm far enough away, then I could keep going, right? But if I get over here, right, the difference between the distance here to the wall and the distance from here to the wall, that's a huge difference. So I can use distance sensing to help keep me from going into the wall in the end. All right. The same is true of my distance sensing on the return path, right? Every time I come back, I'm coming back to the same point. But when I go out, I'm going out different distances. So instead of programming sequentially, however many, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So 800 and then 1,000 and then 1,200 or 14. Excuse me. It's 800, 1,200, and 1,600. Okay. Instead of programming each of those distances sequentially, going back and forth, I want to program it so that I just go out till I see color and I come back till I get close to this wall. In both cases, I'm going to use a sensor to do that. So what have I learned from this sketch? 1, I'm going to repeat the same moves 3 times over with the exception of this last sideways move. I don't want to go sideways at the end here. 2, I have markers on the field that I can use to tell me to stop, so I don't need to program distances. I also have the back boundary to sense off of to keep me from going too far when I go to deliver the disks. So that's what I'm looking for in your sketch. Good luck.